Hi, everybody. We are Painted Porch Strategies. My name is Rob Hunter. I'm your MC. With me today is our team. Sierra Ram Cantrell is our mindfulness guru. She's here from Florida. Hi, Sierra. And then, of course, our
Hi.
founder, our CEO, our chief mission officer, Amy Yak is also here. Hi, Amy.
Hello, Rob. Hello, Sierra.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get you guys together because when it comes to Painted Porch Strategies, I wanted to really talk about why we're doing this, because we each have three different areas of expertise that we're combining, which I think is so unique to the business world and to, if you're not in business and you want to join us on a personal level, that I really wanted to talk about why we're doing this. So Sierra, I'd love to start with you. And Sierra, again, is our mindfulness guru. Why is that important to you, Sierra? And why is it important for people to know what mindfulness is and how to practice it?
Yeah, so you can call me the Chief Joy Officer. You can call me the Mindfulness Sherpa. I respond to just about any name, as long as it's kind. And if you ask me about my why, I can tell you that it all actually started from the lowest point in my entire life. It was after a nasty divorce and a consequential financial hardship that followed that. And it was a really dark time. It left me in doubt, in fear, and shame. I felt really lost, if I'm honest with you. And my biggest fear at that time was that I would lose who I really was, which is a joyful, eternal optimist. So what happened was that I went to a free yoga class and, we were doing the poses and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. When we were in the breathing and meditation part, my heart just overflowed and the tears just flowed down my face. I mean, I was like bawling like a baby. And what this did was this really like washed away that darkness and it opened up my heart. And I started to feel like myself again. I started to feel like who I really was at my root. I felt like I was coming home to my natural state. And it was the most transformational moment to that point. And I realized that my purpose, my life purpose, if you will, not to sound too cheesy, was to help other people in that same way if I could, to hand them their power back, to give them a chance to really just be who they really are. So that's kind of where it started. And then on my journey of becoming a teacher, which by the way, I never intended to be a teacher when it started. But I decided that I was going to teach in a way that was easily accessible and repeatable. This is a reason why I'm a yoga teacher. I don't typically use a lot of Sanskrit because I find it just kind of gets muddy for people. But it's what I call the multivitamin rule. And if the container of multivitamins sits on your counter and you never take it, then there's no health benefit. So if you actually take them, the tools have to be user friendly. You see what I'm saying? I firmly believe that wisdom and intuition is already inside each of us if we listen. If your heart already knows the way, then my job is just to remind you to cut down the overgrown brush from the path home. And by home, I mean your authentic self, the you that you really are down at the root, like who you are in every fiber of your being. So once you're home, you're calm. You are at peace. You can focus. You can be yourself. You can be barefoot, which you'll often find me barefoot on the porch. But once you're home, which has always inside of you and always been there, and for some of us, sometimes it just gets a little lost, is you can let your creativity and innovation flow because you're grounded in your power. You're at your most potent place. So when you're in your power, in the present moment, wholehearted, from this place, you can do anything you set your mind to.
And that's exactly right. You can see why we love Sierra and why Sierra is one of our dear friends. She's one of the most amazing people that you'll ever meet in your life. And she just is. And that's why she's doing this, because we got to meet her after that transition. So we've always known Sierra as this sort of, and Amy, back me up on this amazing calming energy. Yeah, this beacon of light, who for you, I know particularly Amy, has always been like, I'm going to just kind of steer you this way.
Lovingly.
Yes, exactly right. But that's exactly right. And that's kind of the energy that she's going to bring and does bring to Painted Porch Strategies. And what you will get at a benefit of that is learning these techniques, these multivitamin tools that Sierra will teach you, so that you can really tune into your true voice, and you can use it at work. You can use it at home. You'll just feel better. You just will. Like, that's just the way it's going to be. So I love that. So Amy, Chief Mission Officer, you founded this and you brought us together to create this. So why did you see the need for this in the world?
Well, I'll go back a little bit as well. Like Sierra, which you will find out as you work with us more and more, I was a former cheerleader, dancer, and actor. And the concept of a strong team were the key to success. You know, we would practice for hundreds of hours to try to get that presentation, that routine, that scene just right. So that way we were in lockstep with each other for that seamless outcome. And sometimes both figuratively and literally, we had to support one another. We had to hold each other up, or else the formation would collapse. But there were also times where there were opportunities for each of us individually to have our talents shine and be shared with others. And when I transitioned that into my work life, I found that I got the most joy and excitement and purpose as a trainer and an ops consultant and product designer when those clients that I worked with had those aha moments, the moments where they were able to discover and design new ways to make their work better. And I really just wanted to take that experience and knowledge that I had in those areas and to help make their work great again, starting at the foundational level, which is at the individual person in the team. You know, the reality is that all of us have to work. And to truly be successful in what we do, we have to have a really clear path, a clear mission of where we're going and a goal, and a strong team that can really help us get there. Because just like with cheerleading and dance, if one person falters, that whole pyramid is going to come tumbling down. And, you know, we've all had a situation or a job that we either just hated or tolerated. And that just really saddens me. It really bums me out, honestly, because when I see someone or I see a team or a company that has such skilled and qualified people, such talented people, and they don't know what they're doing or what direction they need to go in order to shine and feel purposeful, they're just going through the motions. And really the reason why I founded Painted Porch, because I didn't want it to have to be that way. You know, if you're given the right tools and the right path, anybody can shine. You know, life is meant to be amazing, not just meh. And so that's really why I founded Painted Porch, because I found that through these people that we have here, Sierra and you, Rob, and the folks that we can work with, it can help just make you find purpose and fulfillment and joy in what you do, knowing that at the end of the day, it is still work, but you can find that drive and that why behind it.
It's phenomenal. And that's exactly right. So there you go. You have the two main tenets. As I lose one earphone here, you have two main tenets here in this. And where I come in, and I don't want to belittle what you guys are saying, but we're going to wrap a bow around it with communication, right? Because to be effective, to be the best you. So Sierra used her analogy of clearing the brush. Mine is kind of tuning through the static, right? To find your true voice and how to communicate that true voice. So that's why I got involved in this, in that I've realized over the 20 years I've been working in radio, 20 plus years now, but the more I tune into the communication and how people speak, it's the clearer messages that get across, right? It's not the best idea necessarily that wins. It's the best communicated idea that wins. So we all have great ideas. We all have great things and great thoughts in our heads. It's just sometimes we don't know how to communicate. So we'll take what Sarah's teaching you and what Amy teaches you, and we'll try to communicate them in the most effective way possible. And again, it's going to take some work, but that's what leveling up is, right? It's like living in that discomfort. and Sierra will get into this too in her courses, and that being a little discomfort is okay. It can be kind of fun as long as you think about it the right way. And then once you're tuned out the static, and the static is, like Amy said, it's maybe your boss is giving you some crap and you're like, I don't want to deal with this, or maybe it's your parents, or maybe it's your spouse, whatever it is. You've got static your entire life. You've been told a story that you're supposed to be this or you're supposed to be that, but is that really your true story? So to combine what Sierra and Amy are talking about, we're going to help you tune in and be able to effectively say, whether it's out loud, written down, whatever your method of true communication is, to find your actual story so that you can live your best life. Because like Amy said, this life that you're living maybe now, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's good. But why shouldn't it be great? Why shouldn't it be outstanding? That's why we created Painted Porch Strategies.
Amen.
Preach on.
That's so we would love for you to do, if this sounds interesting to you at all, and I imagine that it should, because if you're watching this, you're like, what are these three doing? The idea is to level up, to go up, to move, to not stand still anymore. So we think that these three elements, these three tenets, combined with Stoic teachings, are going to help you find a path to find the true you. So whether that's at work with Amy, whether that's in your mindful state, so you show up to work ready to go, and you, because you're in those states, are able to communicate your ideas effectively, get more things done, be happier. We are going to go on this journey with you. We just love it. So that's why we're here. So whether it's for you personally, whether it's for your team or your entire company, we're ready to help you. You can begin right here on paintedporchstrategies.com. You can journey through our academy. We have a free version for you, and we have an expanded, in-depth, full-length version where you get to see all of us and all of the things that we've learned. We distill them down in a day or two each for you. So think about, we'll take all these lessons combined. That's got to be what, 20, 40, 60-ish years of experience in doing what we do, that we'll share with you over the course of like a week's worth of time. 2 hours a week, I think, Amy's the commitment we're asking. Yeah. And you will level up in 2 hours a week. And if you want to jump ahead, you can do that too. So go to paintedporchstrategies.com. Find your support and guidance there for our mindfulness, for our teams, our communication. We're going to wrap it all together for you. And we would love to work with you, and we would love to see you right here on the porch. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, Amy. We'll do this again real soon.
See you soon.